Hello YouTube, this is Wisps and Whimsy and you are watching Starting Out Solitary. This week we're talking about our psychic abilities or any extra abilities that we may have. As far as psychic abilities, I am one of those people who's like, I have not been knocked over the head with any psychic abilities or extra abilities the way many pagans or witches in the community seem to have this very strong knowledge that they have abilities. So I kind of feel like I'm off to the side, that I just don't really feel like I have anything extra special. My abilities tend to lie with being able to ground myself in nature and just being very comfortable and making that connection with animals and plants and things like that. But I don't feel like that's any kind of extrasensory perception or amazing, out of the norm. I feel like that's fairly common. So I started thinking about it, and I don't know that I have psychic abilities, but I do feel like in some ways I'm a little more in tune, or at least more aware or open to different sensations and things that, maybe would be easy to brush off. All of us, when we have strong connections to loved ones who pass away, there's that ability to kind of connect with them again. And I have had that happen with several of my relatives who have passed, where there's just this moment, and sometimes it's because I'm missing them so much, and sometimes it's just totally out of the blue, that I will pick up on some kind of sensation or, a smell of perfume, that there is no reason why I should be smelling that because it's not anywhere in my house or near me. Just a tinkle of music that nobody else hears, but I can hear it and it has a memory attached to it. Things like that. And I think that's more just a being open to those sorts of things. I also have always had this feeling of deja vu, and I know a lot of us talk about that, but having dreams that are very real and not being able to connect them in the moment, when you wake up and you're like, that was really odd, I don't know what was going on with that, and then a short time or several weeks or months later suddenly it clicks and you're like, aha, I had some kind of intuition that spoke to me and brought that before it happened and kind of warned me about it, I guess, in some cases. So in those kind of ways, there's also kind of, we talk about being empathic. A lot of people feel like they have that extra connection. For me, it's not so much that I feel like I'm empathic and able to feel what people are feeling or, lock in on their needs or anything like that. I think it's just being more connected and more aware and paying more attention. I think a lot of times, especially now that we're all connected through the internet and our smartphones and everything else, we're starting to lose that ability to just pick up on the subtle markers that people have, a change of expression or a certain tone. And I feel like the more that we are not having face-to-face contact, not having physical contact with each other, we're losing a lot of that ability to read other people. And so part of me thinks maybe that our sense of being empaths is really more just our hyper-awareness, as pagans, as witches, people who are trying intently to be in tune with nature and with everything around us. So I don't know if I would necessarily say that's a psychic connection as much as it is simply an observant connection. That ability to tap in and pay attention to what's going on around you more so than other people are. I think there's a place for all of us. Some people have those abilities and some people are simply sensitive individuals who are able to reach out to others. And then some people are just, misanthropic and prefer to be off on their own, and that's fine. There's a place for all of us in the community, and I think we don't have to have special powers all the time. You know, we each have our own special niche that we fill, and, you know, we should appreciate that. So, speaking for all of those who feel like we're not that special after all, this is Wisps and Whimsy, and I hope you have a wonderful Friday and an excellent weekend ahead. Many blessings.